Assalamualaikum guys, I'm Khalid, Reza, Tonmoy. Today I'm going to talking about AC and DC signal. This is very basic thing in electrical circuit. So let's get started. First of all, we want to know about AC and DC signal. Very simple. This is the DC signal, and this is the AC signal. Why this is AC and why this is DC? You have for understanding this, you have to notice very carefully that the signal is varying from positive side to negative side. Its polarity is changing with respect to time. Okay, wait a minute. The polarity is changing with respect to time, so we can call it AC. But here you can say that the polarity of the signal is not changing its polarity with respect to time, because it's varying from 0 to positive 5, but it's varying from positive 5 volt to minus 5 volt. So we can call it very easily, we can call it a change in polarity in voltage is AC signal. So AC signal will change its polarity with respect to time, but DC signal will never changes polarity with respect of time. Okay, both sign can be periodic or not. In AC and DC signal, both signal can be periodic or not. It's not mandatory that it's a AC signal, it should be periodic. No, it can be periodic. Okay, it's good, but it cannot be periodic. Okay. So I write it both the signal can be periodic or not. Here is another example of AC and DC signal. Here we can see that the signal is changing its polarity with respect to with time, minus 10 volt to positive 10 volt. And here we can see that the signal is not changing its polarity. It's a constant signal. For that, we can call it DC signal. So it's very important, notice it. DC signal can be constant with respect of time, and it can be varying with respect of time. But we have to notice very carefully that its polarity is changing or not. If the polarity is changing, then we can call it AC. But some students make very big mistake about that. They said it is the AC signal, but this is very wrong, because its polarity is not changing, but the signal is changing, but not the polarity. Okay, its magnitude is getting maximum with respect to time and minimum, but its polarity is constant positive. So we can call it both the signals DC and these both signals AC. Then we will see the sinusoidal signal. Okay, there are many kind of signals, cosine signal, another many things, but most important and basic signal is sinusoidal signal. So we will start from sinusoidal signal. First of all, general expression of sinusoidal signal is a sine omega t plus theta. Here we can see that A is the magnitude of the signal. Sinusoid signal basically start from 0. Okay, sinusoidal, because sine 0 degree is 0. For that, sinusoidal signal will start from 0, and its maximum magnitude is positive A, and minimum magnitude is minus A. Okay, so we can call it A sine omega t plus theta. This is the general expression. A is the maximum magnitude of signal, I said previous. Okay, here omega is the angular frequency. This is the very most important thing in sinusoidal signal. Okay, so we'll talk about details omega, A, theta in my next video. Here I am just introducing them. Okay, theta is the phase difference, or you can call it phase. If I write it del theta, then you can call it phase difference. Here omega's formula is 2 pi f. F is a frequency, and we can call it f is equal to 1 by t. T is the period of the signal. The period is from starting time to ending time. This is the period of a signal, and we can call it the time is t, and frequency is the 1 by t. Okay, so I'm going to end this class now here. If you have any question about this topic, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll try my level best to answer your questions. So assalamu alaikum.